Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We have two games against Villareal. Um, Two words that I don't want to mention, Inter Milan. They've done it again against us in extra time. We lost 3-0 in the second leg, so our Champions League campaign is done for this season. As you can see, we have got a couple of league games between these Villareal games. This is an important one in the league. Every league game's a must-win now anyway, but this Villareal game in particular is very important. They are third in the league. We can open up a bigger gap to them as well as keep on top of Real Madrid. The point gap between us and them is only a point now, so we're in a position where we can really do some damage going into the home stretch of the campaign. Real Madrid, I did have a look at their fixtures. They have a similar run into what we had. They've got to play Villarreal still, Atletico Madrid, um, Real Betis and Sporting Gijon. They've got to play all of these teams still going into, and then of course last game of the season is against us. So our running is a little bit more favourable in my opinion, but we have to make sure that we win this game against Villarreal to give ourselves the best opportunity. Obviously, we've got a couple of league games between these two games. The other game against Villarreal is the Copa del Rey final. We managed to knock out Atletico Madrid by 5 goals to 2 on aggregate in the semi-final. So a great position to get some domestic silverware. We won the Super Cup last season, but this is the proper cup as such. The Super Cup, from what I'm led to believe, is a bit like a Community Shield is over here. So this is the one that we want. Unfortunately, the European trophy is now out of our hands, but we are still in with a chance of a domestic double. Incidentally, Real Madrid play at the same time as us today, so we can be keeping an eye on the other game as well as ours, and fingers crossed it will go in our favour. Um, it's not the defence I really want to be playing. Araujo, we are definitely going to get in instead of Olsen. Gelmer can stay in there. But otherwise, the squad is looking like this. We've got Hedl, Molina, Gelmer, Araujo, and Echeverria at the back. Caminata, Balde, Gonzalez, Yilmaz, and Pedri in behind Gonçalo Ramos. We did beat them last time. They've only lost one or two other league games, Villarreal, so they're going to be very tough to beat. We are away from home as well, so all the pressure is on this game where we're concerned. I feel like the rest of the games, given our run of form this season in the league, should be victories. This is the one, aside of Real Madrid, of course, on the last game of the season, this is the one that is going to be the biggest test, in my opinion. So, fingers crossed, we can get a result that we want here. They've got some very good players. Real Madrid are away against Vigo and they've scored after 2 minutes. Real Madrid. Here is Ryan for Villarreal. Looking to get past Molina. Marcos Leonardo into Lefebvre. Now Verges. Into Ryan again. Ryan into the penalty area, gets the strike away, and Hedl manages to tip it over the crossbar. Malero with the resulting corner. He's already been booked, so that could be an advantage for us going into the latter stages of the match if he can't put any challenges in, but he's more of a forward player for them, so we'll have to wait and see. In terms of early possession, we have had the opportunity. We have had the majority of the ball, but Villarreal have had all of the early opportunities so far. Real Madrid still with that 1 goal lead. A draw will leave us 3 points behind Real Madrid if they win their game. So it's a little bit all to play for right now. Caminata does well to win possession. Balde charging down this left-hand side. Plays it into Pedri. Big opportunity. And there is Pedri. It's his 8th goal of the season. Come towards the end of the campaign. He really has stepped up here. And that is a massive goal for us. Really well played by Caminata to win the ball in the centre of the park. He did briefly lose it, but Balde with the incisive pass into Pedri, who puts it into the far corner. Really good finish. It's a massive, massive goal here. And we look to build on that. Like I say, Real Madrid still 1-0 up away at Vigo. When they go ahead, they tend to win. They actually lost a game by 2 goals to 0 against Malaga away from home not long ago, which is why the gap has closed slightly. Villareal with an opportunity. It's Malero with the free kick. Heddle's positioning doesn't look great, and Malero strikes off the post, and Gelmer manages to get it clear. It's a big opportunity that for Villareal. Heddle has got to be aware of that, but in terms of chance creation, Villareal are dominating. Malero again with a free kick, this time just over the crossbar, rippling the top of the net. Look at those chances that they've created. 9 shots to our 4. In terms of shots on target, it's a little bit more even, but they are on the ascendancy here, Villareal. We've got to be very, very careful. And ideally, we need to just get another counter-attack and get a goal. Here's Balde with the delivery toward the near post, and Araujo won the header, and it's just wide. That was a big, big chance from our point of view. And from the resulting goal kick, Medžević finds Verges, and we need to get back into position here. It was quite quick distribution from the goalkeeper from the resulting goal kick. Verges manages to get the cross in. Araujo clears, but it's fallen for Diz here. The left back plays it in, and Marcos Leonardo was free in the centre of the penalty area, and Villareal are level. This is not ideal from our point of view. I mean, you can tell from the number of chances created, it has been coming, but this is not ideal. I knew that this was going to be the big game, but we really need to step it up in this second half. Real Madrid remain 1-0 up away at Celta Vigo. Can we press on a little bit in the second half? Gelmer into Federico Gonzalez, looking for Balde. Verges wins possession, and it looks like Villareal potentially going to push forward here. Balde couldn't quite win it from the fullback, and Verges into Ryan. That's a good ball over the top, and Marcos Leonardo is in behind, and Marcos Leonardo has smashed it in past Heddle, and we are behind now, and this could be a turning point in our league campaign. I know Madrid have got tough games at the end of the season, but this could be a disaster in relation to our chances in this title running. Villareal are still challenging as well, of course. Here's Echeverria into Araujo. Now Gelmer. He's not got a lot of support, and he's given it away to Marcos Leonardo, and he's put it over. That is a big chance. Gelmer definitely going to be breathing a sigh of relief. He's coming off after that. He is definitely coming off after that. I can't be having that. Koundé is going to come on at centre-back for Gelmer. We cannot be having that at all. He is off. Balde is really struggling for his fitness again. We're going to get Saglin Benny on for him. Yilmaz hasn't been in the game at all, so Gonzalez is going to come on. Gonzalo Ramos has had a yellow card, I might add. And we may bring De Ketelaere on. He's not normally the player that I bring on up front, but Ramos hasn't seen anything at all in this game so far. That's 4 changes made. We've still got the chance for another. We're going to demand more if we can. And we just really need to step it up here. Real Madrid are still ahead against Vigo. If Vigo could even get a point off Madrid, it's something, seeing as though we are currently 2-1 down. And in terms of match stats, despite our possession, Villareal deserve to be winning this game. And I don't think we're going to be able to get anything from this. We're not looking like creating anything. We're going to get Verelston for Federico Gonzalez in that deep line playmaker role. Can we do this? Verges has got a free kick here, whips it in toward the far post. Saglin Benny manages to clear only as far as Ryan, and there's Veron. It's game over. It's 3-1 now to Villareal. There's 15 minutes to go. And this is only going to be our second league defeat of the season, but it's going to cost us a potential title race here against Real Madrid. And they've just had an injury, but Villareal are coming forward again. Lefebvre in possession. We're going to fire the boys up a little bit. I mean, we've managed to get possession briefly here. De Ketelaere into Saglin Benny. Potential opportunity for us to get back into the game. Saglin Benny still holding on to it. Tried to get the cross in. Medžević blocked it, and he's bringing it away. And he's played it first time over the top. And Marcos Leonardo has got a hat-trick. We've been torn apart here by Marcos Leonardo. It's his hat-trick. And this is our worst performance of the season, apart from a couple of them European games. They've taken their chances, Villareal. That has to be said. But this is not looking good when it comes to the Copa del Rey final, is it? That is not a good performance. A 4-1 defeat, and we have potentially lost all chances in this league running. We need Real Madrid to lose twice, and one of which needs to be against us. They're 4 points clear now. We're only 3 points ahead of Villareal, but we do have a game in hand over them. But that is a very costly defeat. Well, hopefully we can wake up and perform a little bit better in our next two league games, but then obviously we're back for the Copa del Rey final. So we've got a bit to get through before that Copa del Rey final. Fingers crossed we can get the performances that we need, and we'll see you shortly for the Cup final. Okay, guys, here we go for the game against Villarreal. It is the Copa del Rey final. In terms of our matches, we drew with Atletico Pamplona. We're now 6 points behind Real Madrid with not a lot of games left. I think, to be honest, it's done and dusted now. I know Madrid have got a tough run of games and they have us to play at the end of the season, but their goal difference is astronomically better than ours. I don't think we're going to catch them now, unfortunately. Um, After this game, the last episode of this season will be those last two games. I think it's Espanyol and Real Madrid that we play. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But here we go for the Copa del Rey final. We've got a number of injuries as well, which is really unfortunate. As you can see, Echeverria, Balde and Saglin Benny are all out. We've got Hedl, Molina, Otto, Araujo and Koundé at the back. Caminata, Pedri, Gonzalez, De Ketelaere and Ramos up front. It's going to be a massive game, this one, after they absolutely tore us apart in that league game earlier in the episode, of course. We did have a good win against Alcorcon last time out. It's reinvigorated the side a bit, given us the confidence again. And we want revenge, basically, after that league defeat. Like I say, it's probably cost us La Liga. We do want silverware. It's the target of a club of Barcelona stature, obviously. Whew, here we go. Let's hope we can get something from this. Tobias Gonzalez with a delivery into the penalty area. It's just about cleared away. And it's a really good challenge there. Araujo trying to lay it back to Koundé, but he's lost out to Vermeeren. And Marcus Leonardo is in behind. And this is exactly how it happened in the league game. And he scored. Is it going to happen again? 5 minutes gone. And we're behind. Is Marcos Leonardo going to absolutely do us in again here? They've had two early yellow cards, but again, this is not a good start for us at all. Both sides with a shot on target. Obviously, Villareal just breaking away and Leonardo doing the damage again. And it'll be quite horrible to lose in this cup final, to be honest, because like I say, I don't think we've got a chance in La Liga. We need Real Madrid to lose twice and draw a game as well, because like I say, their goal difference is so much better than ours. And if we lose this cup final, I don't think I may not be in a job at the end of the season, to be honest. But that is a poor first half. We want revenge from the league game, but once again, we've not done a lot going forward. And here come Villareal again with Vermeeren. Tobias Gonzalez does well to win possession, finding De Ketelaere. Now Gonzalez, the other one, into Caminata. De Ketelaere back into Caminata. Now Molina on this left-hand side. He has got support ahead of him if he can find it. That's a lovely pass into De Ketelaere. Offside wasn't given initially. And Gonçalo Ramos has managed to put it in, but I think De Ketelaere might have been offside. The goal's been awarded. Whew, that is a very well worked goal in the end, really. I mean, it was lucky to fall to Gonçalo Ramos. Molina with the ball forward. De Ketelaere tried to score, and Meslier, and the post kind of it rebounded off the two of them and fell for Ramos. We have our equaliser. There's still a chance. Pedri is struggling. Um, Incidentally, our young wing-back Jordan came off the bench against Alcorcon at left midfield. He scored twice and got an assist from there, so that's the only option we've got to replace Pedri on that left-hand side with Balde and Saglin Bennett injured. Uh, Gonzalez, Federico Gonzalez, Molina, Araujo, all struggling for fitness now, as is De Ketelaere. We are going to have to make some changes, but we're playing well. I don't want to take any of these players off right now. But there is another set piece for Villareal. We're going to take Pedri off, I think, and bring Jordan on that left midfield. It's where he played. I know half a star Silva. He's no good in that position, but my word, he was effective last time. Verelst is going to come on for De Ketelaere. Federico Gonzalez. I don't want to weaken the team too much, I'll be honest. But defensively, we're struggling as well. Gelmer's going to come on for Araujo, who has had a really good game, but he is struggling now. And the substitutions have taken place. It's a different highlight. Veron here with a corner toward the far post. It is cleared by Ramos, I think. Here is Paulo, though. Jordan challenging him. Lefebvre is there. Now Ryan, Lefebvre, Vermeeren. We just about get it away. And it remains 1-1 here. 10 minutes to go. We're still in this. Can we get that's what would be a goal to win the cup? I don't want extra time. I'm sick of extra time this season. We've had it so many times. Sometimes it's been in our favour, but in the important games, it hasn't. It's full time. Extra time to be played here. Oh, crikey. This is awful. Oh, this is a massive, massive game. We've got 3 substitutions we can make. We've got to think about penalties as well, potentially. It's a massive game to bring him on, but Felipe, who is the 6'2" defender, he is going to come on at left back because Molina was out on his feet, as is Federico Gonzalez. So Aristide Bell is going to come on for him. Tobias Gonzalez is out on his feet as well. We're going to bring Kazim Yilmaz on for him. And that is going to be it. That is all we can do now as we go into extra time. We've got the fresh legs on. There's a number of youngsters that we brought on. It's a big risk. Can we do this? First half of extra time, no, almost over. No highlights look set to appear here. Second half of extra time. Now, when we played Inter Milan, they scored twice in the 114th and 118th minute to finish off that Champions League tie in the round of 16. Fariños with a free kick here for Villareal. He whips it in, and Hedo with a really good save, tips it around the post. Sorry for the silence. This is absolutely nerve-wracking right now for this cup final. We need some silverware. I think the league is done, remember, this is the only chance we have at silverware now this season, in my opinion. Barbero with the resulting corner. They are taking their time with these set pieces. A lot of pressure is clearly being felt on that pitch. Hedo, brilliantly done, makes the claim. And there's still players out there. I mean, Koundé out on his feet, Caminata, Ramos, all out on their feet. Aristide Bell with a free kick, plays it in. It's going to be cleared away. Caminata just about beats Paulo to it, finds Jordan. Now Verelst. He takes a strike and he's hit the post. What an effort. Curled into the post. It remains 1-1. Kazim Yilmaz down this right-hand side into the penalty area. Can't get the cross in. Nico clears and Barbaro is free down this left-hand side. Can we get a challenge in? The players are looking tired. Barbaro's still going down the left-hand side. He cuts in. He's still going. Oh, my word. 118th minute again. Caminata just couldn't do anything. He's absolutely shattered. He ran the length of the pitch, put it through the keeper into the bottom corner, and Villareal have won the Copa del Rey. Oh, that is devastating. And again, right at the end of extra time, we just fail. It's happened so many times in extra time, and it's happened again. Considering the fact that we got battered by them in the league, it was a better performance. But we are set for a season without silverware here. And like I say, I know Real Madrid have got some tough fixtures coming up, and they've got to play us at the end of the season, but we're relying them to lose another game and potentially draw one as well. Goal difference, ours is 41, theirs is 68. Even if they lose another game and lose against us, we won't catch them on goal difference. I don't know if it goes on alphabetical order. In my opinion, it goes on goal difference as far as I'm aware. And we're not going to do it. It's going to be potentially a very disappointing end to the season now. We've lost the Copa del Rey against Villareal. They're the first team to have won it besides Real Madrid and us since the 21-22 season. And that is extremely disappointing. Well, we've got some important games to go. We've got Real Madrid last game of the season. A lot to focus on if we want to even have a chance of this league title, which again, I doubt we'll get anywhere. We'll come back now for the last two games of the season. It's Espanyol in the derby at home and Real Madrid in El Clasico away for the last game of the season. Hopefully we've got a chance, but if not, hopefully we can at least finish on a high. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for all your support. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.